Good morning, everybody. Here I am. Oh, I had to get my medical water. Where my specs at? Where's my specs? I can't find my specs. I can't find my real specs. I'm about to put on these specs. Good morning. I don't know what I did with my real specs. My glasses, my specs. That's what the old folks used to call them back in the day, specs. I'm about to use these. Good morning, everybody. I'm not gonna be alone. Let me shut this music off and get my little gadget going here this morning. But I don't really want to use these, but I guess I have to. These just some reading glasses, y'all. You know, girl, if I'm blind, can't hardly see. Well, I can see way, way far away. When I'm on the freeway, I can read signs and stuff way far away. I can call close up, no, but everywhere else, but reading, no. I mean, I can read something so far away, but not when it comes to reading. I guess they call that nearsighted. Guess I got to make do with things this morning. I know they look crazy. I'm still looking around for them. But anyhow, I have been enjoying my weekend. I had my niece over yesterday. She was interested in my YouTube thing. Matter of fact, she was helping me with some stuff on here yesterday, so I came on the test yesterday morning, and she wanted to talk. She has a good topic she wanted to talk about. We didn't come back on and finish because we ended up going out to this casino because they the only one got a restaurant open. But the food court is kind of like when you first walk in, so they had their gloves and their masks. So we went straight to food court because they wanted that. What is the name of that Chinese place? I don't go there too often. It's kind of a fast food kind of thing. So anyway, I just spent the whole day with them doing a lot of different stuff. Y'all, I don't like the way these glasses looking. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna keep on talking. I don't like these glasses. I need my real stuff. I want my real glasses. I don't like the way these look. This is reminding me of, oh, that's probably they fell behind the thing. I know I heard something fall. I knew I heard something fall. Oh well, forget it. I just gotta make do with these. I think they fell behind my nightstand. I think I heard some fall. I'm just gonna do with these. I'm not gonna deal with them. And she was anyway. She was trying to speak on 50 Cent. Talking like that about black women. But anyway, I took her to her auntie house, which is my niece. So she's really my great niece. I don't know how far they got with her hair. She was able to get her hair braided. So I'm going to give her some time today, and I'm going to let her come on here and finish whatever else she wants to talk about. Because, you know, everybody and their mama right now talking about Will Smith and his wife, Jada. We all got opinion on that, too. So those of y'all that got opinion and don't have the platform are going to talk about it. I mean, when I drop the link, y'all can come up here and talk about it. But these glasses is bothering me for real, y'all. But anyway, so we're going to talk about that because to me, it was a cover-up. And everybody at first was saying, well, my opinion was the guy, Og, they called him Og, wasn't lying. But now she's telling the truth. All of that was true, and that they was broke up at the time. They was going through something. They wasn't going to make it, and that's what happened. But see, what happened was a young guy fell in love with her, like I was explaining to y'all about these triangles. Okay? Now, she had no intentions of leaving Will for real, and vice versa. That's my opinion. So he was just a plaything to her. And, you know, that's my opinion. He really fell in love with her when she broke it off. But then at the same time, why talk about it now? I don't think they really said why they talking about it now. But I wasn't watching everybody else's opinion. I watched the Red Table, of course, like that. So she basically came on here and said, well, she was lying in the beginning when she said that didn't happen. Okay? So, and then another thing, y'all, because I'm going to get to the YouTube stuff too. Y'all heard of that actress, what's her name? Naya Riviera. I know some of y'all used to watch the comedy shows. She played on Glee. She had little small parts in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Matters. She started acting at the ages of 4. I think it was Royal Family. But anyway, she's presumed dead. Y'all know they've been looking for her and her child. If anybody know who I'm talking about, we can speak on that also as well, because we don't always just got to talk about the other YouTube stuff, because it's getting boring. But what I don't like, I did catch Miss Boss Lady New Jersey this morning, and she had to go off over there. She over there had to go off on Stinky Baby, you know, talking about her skin, you know, her ailment that she had, whatever you call it, and her niece. And she met somebody in high school that looked like her niece, which is April Walker, had a baby, and the baby died. But the point is, she talked about that baby. She talked about people, kids too, again. So I don't know if this list still going on with this lady that got a $99 join button, $49.99 and $99. I don't know if she gonna revamp the list and put her on there or not, but she needs to. That's the YouTube stuff I was talking about, because like I said, everybody else is basically talking about Will Smith and his wife. And other than that, that's how my weekend going. I said, when I get up here, I'm going to see how far they are and her hair. She want me to get her back to there. What? She going to be here another week. I told her, I gave her, thank you. Y'all, I want everybody to give y'all thumbs up at the door. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Because I have a hard time. I be begging for people to hit the thumbs up. You over here looking at the old girl. If you like my commentary, you know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up. Drop a buck or two, whatever way you want to support, because I am going to start building this channel up. I'm almost at my goal. I keep saying I'm trying to get to. It's a certain number I want to get to before I even start this join. If I do the join button, because I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I guess I don't know if somebody want to keep a steady income going and plan on being here for a while to make it the income or whatever, keep going. I left that there because I want to speak to you. Good morning, Vonnie Vod. How are you? The last time I looked at you, the crazy man was going off over there on you. I think I wrote in your comment section something about being obsessed. So welcome, girl. I'll be dropping this link in a minute. You see everything that I the 3 subjects I just spoke on. Let me take a sip. I'm stumbling over my words. Speak about that. Anything that's on y'all mind, heart, whatever y'all want to talk about, it's just fine with me. You know, it's a Saturday morning, you know, I expect for people, too many people to be around and say, well, it's morning here, 7:48 here. So good afternoon to those of you guys that's on the East Coast. I read this too fast. Pop Trish with a video of herself dragging kids. Really? See, and then she want to come on here. That one, did she put her own self on the list? Good morning, Deanna. She need to put her own self on that list. Oh my God. See, I tell y'all, and see, it's probably an old video, right? And you said it's an older video, can read that again. So older video probably was done when I went around. Wow. Well, we already know if I ain't drag kids. We already know she did that. Deanna, I'm gonna be emailing you pretty soon about my blue thing. I know I gotta be in by now. I want to send that off to you on a WQG. I got it in my mind. WQG@gmail.com. If I'm wrong about it, my email's in there. I said in the chat, but I think I'm keeping it in my mind. Yeah. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, boss lady had to come on this morning too and drag her fishy smelling butt. I'm glad to know that. Everyone complained about no dragon counselor. Yes. Yes, the one and only. She must have forgot about that. Good morning, Phenomenal. That's another thing. Please, no disrespect, y'all, to the panelists, the mods, or anybody that's wanting to voice their own opinion, because all of us are going to have different opinions in here. And I welcome everybody's opinion and comments. When the trolls come in and try to change the narrative, y'all, please don't, let's not go there with them, because that's what it usually does. Yes, it was an old video, so why she is suddenly taking up a fight? Because she trying to find somewhere to be. She felt trying to get some most of stuff up, because ever since she started this, she started getting more than 5 or 6 people over there. Okay, that's why. Yeah, Diana, me too, a little bit. Well, yesterday a little bit. This morning, like I said, I got to watch, everybody. I can see Spilly Boy. I think I peeked at Rico, DD, just a lot of people, but everybody's talking about Will Smith this morning. So I'm gonna be dropping a link. Y'all talking about what y'all had, anything we want to talk about, stuff, tell you about it. So me too. I had my niece and my nephew all day. I'm assuming, and my hair get ready. She coming back this evening. Y'all, the glasses really bothering me. It's making me thinking that I'm the Lady Urkel or something. Y'all remember Urkel when I'm a female version of Urkel? I'm really getting tired of that. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna be dropping my link here in a minute. But yeah, boss lady had to put her in order. And I don't know why do people come at people illnesses. Boss lady had to remind her of her smelling like fish when she was doing that twerk and stuff, and all bent over, looking all like that. But do anybody remember the Glee lady? And if anybody want to voice their opinion also on the subject I just said about them people right there, the Smiths. And I didn't know that this lady was missing. I didn't know. I just happened to start reading it because my niece we was reading some else and different stuff on YouTube yesterday. The Daily Mail and the CBS, all the news channels. I said, when did she go missing? I don't know if y'all watched anything that I mentioned about her, but I'm quite sure most of us know who she is. And did y'all see that I put on a community board about the white guy getting beat up? He was taking up for the black lady because the black lady, his wife spit on her and, and all this. But basically, I'm going to start dropping my link because I want some opinions on the Will Smith, on the Glee person, and all of this other kind of stuff. Or we can do some YouTube stuff because today's Saturday. I don't care what we talk about, really. I'm just on here because I'm so used to drinking coffee, you know, um, in the morning with you guys. So I don't feel right if I'm gonna come on to do it. Just like if I just come on and say, hi, I gotta go, y'all, something like that. Yeah, not also you know about her. Yeah. I didn't know she was missing until I started reading about it yesterday. Yeah, and her son too. I did not know that. What they're doing now, they're presuming her as being deceased to dead. They said the word dead. I like to say deceased, but either way, it's the same thing going on. The glory. Yeah, they're presuming her as being dead, 33 years old. I don't know if they're trying to say, if it was some foul play or what. As far as 50 Cent, we already know how he was acting towards black women, so those are some other things. I didn't know that though. Yeah, Simone, I didn't know that. I just started reading about it yesterday. So this morning when I was trying to do the follow-up, when I was watching YouTube, I read an article where she's presumed dead. See, I do. I told y'all I be behind too. I don't like you, Deanna. I don't be up on everything all the time on the YouTube. Like today, I know when I get off here, I'm gonna check and see if my niece got her hair braided and see if there's something else they want to do. I'm gonna try to make her vacation be joyous as possible, but everything is shutting down again as far as with teenagers going, so she ain't do nothing but sit in the house and have her auntie make up something to do, I guess. Well, that's just the way it is right now, because I hear that the Rona has doubled here, doubled in Fresno. I know about California, but I don't know about nowhere else, y'all. So that's why we've been said life is not going to go back to the ways that we know it. I'm going to be wearing a mask forever and ever and ever, which is starting to get on my nerves because when I got my glasses on, it fog it up when I'm talking. Then it gets too hot. Oh, I can't wait to get in my car to be pulling it down. It's just started. Then sometimes I have to put the gloves on, depending on what I'm doing, especially at a gas pump. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna start dropping the link. Bonnie, hop on here, baby, if you want to. Last time I hopped on your thing, girl, I got attacked over there. I saw the person attacking me in your chat, but I didn't say nothing back because it wasn't a big deal, because it was a troll, like I'm saying. And trolls tend to want to do that. And you did speak up for me too. You said no. I went on her panel and now she over here on mine. You did say something in my defense. You really did. And so, but I didn't stay long. I saw, and it was just this one particular person, though. But it was kind of throwing everybody off. Y'all know one troll can come in here and spoil the whole barrel apple, so to speak. Sure did. Good morning, just because. So if anybody want to come, especially those that don't have a panel, y'all want to come and speak on it, y'all can if y'all want to. Yeah, girl, yeah, you took up for me. I saw that. I said, okay, I get a chance to go back over there again. But I'm glad you enjoyed your vacation. I have been watching you through your vacation too. Just because I don't say nothing don't mean I don't be watching. Because the last one I watched is when you had to put old boy in his place again, saying, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But I did mention to you a couple of times when we first talked, when we talked, I was telling you, I ain't got nothing against you. When we first talked, I did tell you, I wish you had to exercise that restraining order on him because he's obsessed. He's not going to leave you alone. He's just not going to leave you alone. I'm telling you. Anything that man come on here and talk about, y'all, he all of a sudden runs to Vonnie. He all of a sudden somehow incorporate Miss Vonnie in there. I don't get it, but I don't know, girl. Hey, Lady Detroit, I see you back there. Anybody else want to come on? Everybody can have a few minutes this morning, because this is Saturday. I know y'all got something to do. Good morning. Let me see. Let me keep on going down.
Good morning. I just want to tell you that Naya Rivera has been missing for 3 days. They found her son floating in a boat, and that's when they realized that she was missing. She rented a boat from the lake where she's at. I think they said it's called Lake. It'll come back to me because we got one in Michigan named the same thing, and she went there to go swimming with her son. They said that was something that her and her son did quite often.
Wow.
And so when they found him in the boat floating, he said, my mommy and I were swimming and she never came back to the boat.
Wow.
He's 4 years old.
Oh.
My
Wow.
son is
That is
4
so
years old.
sad.
It is. But Naya suffered from depression. She would have bipolar. I believe they said she was bipolar. I don't want to put a diagnosis on her for sure, but I do believe that's what it was. And she used to go with Big Sean. And when the rapper Big Sean broke up with her, she hurried up and married another Glee star like a week later on the same day she was supposed to marry Big Sean and got pregnant. It was just a mess. She was a very pretty girl originally. She's half black and half Mexican. And her brother plays for the Los Angeles Raiders. He did. I don't know if he still does.
Wow.
Because I met her brother one time when we had the Super Bowl here in Detroit. And I'm trying to remember everything. But she was really depressed. They said she had suffered bouts of it. And they said she would go into crazy outrageous, and that's when Big Sean broke up. He said she was very jealous hearted, and she would go, if he would just say hi to another woman, she would go crazy and go off on him. So it's really sad, and I hate that she took her son with her on that mission. So I don't know if it was to kill her and her son, or and intentionally the son it didn't happen. He had a life jacket on, or did she just go to kill herself? And I heard it's a man-made lake, and they say the trees are so dense in there, it is extremely hard to locate her body in that lake.
Okay, because see, I didn't know nothing about it till yesterday. My little niece, well, not little, she finished high school and all like this. She'll be 18 soon. She was excited about the little YouTube thing. I said, okay, well, I'm trying to do some stuff. I'm trying to learn. So she was trying to, that's why I kept testing. We was trying to do a banner and then what picture I was going to be using for cover. We was doing a lot of stuff. So she wanted to talk while I was doing that. So she had 3 different subjects, and they were all good subjects. I'm going to let her come back home when I go back and get her. She wanted to talk about 50 Cent. She wanted to talk about Naya. And that's when I found out about Naya, because everybody know about 50 Cent Crazy Butt and Smiths.
Right.
Good morning, Official D-Spot.
Hi, Official D-Spot.
What's your take on any of this I mentioned? Anything?
Good morning, Miss Bless. Good morning, Lady Detroit. What's up, chat? You made some, most definitely, you made some great points, Lady Detroit. She has been dealing with depression. That whole Glee, that whole show has been through so many different ups and downs, from people committing suicide to drug overdose to this to that. Like, that show is tainted with like bad things that's been happening. The last guy who committed suicide on Glee was her actual ex-boyfriend, and he drowned. This was about 2 years ago now, if I'm not mistaken. That was the relationship that she got into. I think it was right before Big Sean or right after Big Sean, but whatever the case was, that guy ended up dying as well by a drug overdose or drowning or something to that effect. But it's a lot of bad things that's going on. For her to be such a pretty girl, I do believe that she had a lot of insecurities, like a lot of people in the world today. And most people battle those insecurities with defense mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they argue. We see it a lot on YouTube. Wow. You know what I'm saying? They fighting the demons on the inside. But I mean, when you look at it on the outside, you assume that's a pretty girl. She shouldn't have no problems. But you never know what a person is mentally going through. So a lot of the stuff that happens, you know what I'm saying, even on these YouTube streets, and I participate in it, but like, we never know the input or the impact that it could leave on a person or what they're going through. Now, I don't think that she went out with the intentions of, you know what I'm saying, killing herself or her son, only because prior to her going out, she did put up a cryptic message. And I mean, it just showed her kissing her son and saying how it's just me and you and life is short, do this, do that, do that, and that. But it never seemed, and that's just this is only my opinion. So if somebody don't agree, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. But I don't feel that she did it with the intention of killing. I just can't understand how the life jackets, there are 2 life jackets on the boat. So they did everything they could to be safe. But the son had his jacket on and he was asleep in the boat when they found him. He said him and mom went swimming. I can't imagine that she would have went swimming without her vest on. Like, and this is something that she does often. They go out to this pier, marina, or whatever you want to call it. They go out there often. And the news is also saying at this point, we may never see her body. The remains may never be discovered. And I'm assuming it's because of, like Miss Detroit said, the density of the man-made lake, the trees, and just, I'm assuming maybe the animals that's out there. But overall, the whole situation is sad. Between that, the whole Will Smith situation that's going on right now, because with that Will Smith thing, I did a whole live last night, and it's so many rabbit holes. It's so many different conversations that I think are going to come out of this, because it was more unsaid than was said on that interview. Will was twisting the hell out of Jada's arm throughout that interview. Like, no, you can own up to what you did. You know, and we came to the table talk. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. She took none of that. And I'm getting off of that subject because I got to go back from break in a few minutes. I got 2 minutes before I got to log back into work. I get off that one though. But she wanted to touch the surface, but she didn't want to actually talk about the problems and the things that was going on. Will made one comment where he said, "I'm gonna get you back," and the look on her face was like, "You gonna what?" She said, "Oh no, you already done enough. It ain't no get back." No, they got a whole lot of skeletons that's about to fall out their closet.
That's right.
Lisa Ray said it years ago. Tisha Campbell made a comment the other day. She did a Twitter post saying, because I believe he messed up Tisha Campbell's relationship with Dwayne Martin. I think Will and Dwayne have been booty bandits for years, like a lot of other guys in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gay male. I ain't ashamed of it. But it's a whole lot of undercover and down low situations that's going on, especially in Hollywood. Like, I'm gonna drop back into the comments because I enjoy watching you. I don't ever come up on your panel because I don't be trying to fight these YouTube streets, but at this point now, I don't even give a damn. I'm out here.
Well, I'm glad you came because we don't always got to fight because I'm getting tired of all that fighting too. I've been trying to be doing, I'm doing little YouTube stuff, but then I want to talk about other stuff too, as you can see. And I be putting my email out there because I be wanting people, just in case they got some subjects, to email me. But I always tend to get crazy stuff. You know how it is.
Look, I enjoy the crazy, trust me. But some of the stuff that's going on right now is so repetitive. And not to say I'm glad that something is going on, but I'm glad that it's a pivotal point where we can move forward and address things that are more important. Get your shine, get your numbers, and do all that. But let's talk about some stuff that actually makes a difference. This conversation somebody going through a depressive type situation. Somebody else might be considering going out and hurting themselves or anything, or the whole Will and Jada thing. That's now that right there, that's a conversation right there.
But you're right, though. We're going to hear more on that. It's going to be some more coming out the closet. And I did hear years ago that was going on between Will and Jay. I did hear years ago Will had a partner, allegedly. And I'm quite sure everybody have heard that. So thank you for coming on. I'm glad you had a chance to jump on here.
I'm going to be in the comments, but I'll definitely be back. Y'all have a good day, all right?
You too, baby. Thank you.
Baby, so we can know what...
So much was going on Thursday. I think that's when we had that troll in the background, Thursday or Friday, but even if it wasn't Thursday, both days, Friday, right to be told, if you mentioned it to me, it'd be so much going on, and I'd be monitoring my chat at the same time and everything, because the minds be trying to catch up, and then the troll the turn thing, but you did. I'm only saying this because I see what you wrote. I didn't see it. I didn't remember, whatever. I really started paying attention yesterday when me and my little niece was talking. Hi, good morning, one and only. Now, I got to know if that's you for real. Because you know how these people are. And that's what we were doing yesterday, my covering. Now, I need her here to help me remember how we did it. But I got my finger on the button. Let me see.
Can I stop, drop his link to his channel?
Yeah, drop your link, Fisher D5. Need to drop your link so people can come over there to you. I kind of heard of you, but I haven't been over there. So drop your... Would he be able to drop his link in here? Because he's not a mod.
Oh, he doesn't have a mod.
Hey, Official D Spot. Let me get my thing. I'm gonna mod you just for a second, enough for you to do your link. Let me see. Okay. Let me get to this gadget. But I think I might have a troll back here. Because if you're not a troll, show yourself or show me something in the chat. Yeah, okay. That's what we were doing yesterday. My covering. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. I'm finna get him to do this now. Let me find him. Official D Spot. Now, I think I made you a temporary mod. Drop your stuff. Now, yeah, I did. I can see it on my other thing. And then I'll remove you. But y'all go over there and subscribe to Official D Spot. Now, who is this one and only back here? Because I'm going to kick you out in a minute. Well, let me go and kick you. I'm not going to let you up here. And I'm not, and then we're gonna ignore the private chat. Everybody come up here. I don't want to hear nothing about that private chat because I don't have really fool with it anyway. Tell the truth about it. And now let me kick this one and only person out because I don't know who it is, and they're not telling me. They're not trying to show, and I'm not trying to be bothered. I want to stay to the subjects that we're talking about, guys, okay? Or something pertaining to YouTube. I did mention Boss Lady and the problem she's going through. We can talk about that too with her niece. But other than that, I don't feel like being bothered with all that foolishness. Thank you, Official D Spot. Thank you.
I enjoy him. I like him.
I do too. Did he drop his thing yet? Let me look at my gadget. No.
No, I haven't.
But when you get a chance, drop your thing. So Bless can be reached there. Yeah, okay. Bless this thing. Good morning, Jasmine. Peter. I don't care. See, Jasmine, baby, I love you. I watch you, but please don't mention him. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to fool with him at all. I don't care, okay, baby girl? I just don't, I don't mention his name here. I don't want to mention his child. I don't want nothing about him, baby. I really don't. And you wasn't here the last 2 days to know that, I don't think. Okay, but we already know he's harassing us. Every day I get some trolls at the bottom and trying to come on my panel, and I know who it is. Yeah, that's who it be.
She said, the one and only said, it's her. I was trying to figure out how to...
all right, well, come back then. I'll drop it again. Did she text you and tell you that? Because see, some people are... Okay, y'all see... Okay, all right, baby. I'll drop it because I got to be careful. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Official D Spot. It's in
That's a
my chat. I highlighted so y'all can see. And Right Be Told says she already subscribed. That's okay, Jasmine. You didn't know because I don't want to start a conversation up with that because then that's what make him come over here. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. But that's okay, baby girl. That don't mean I'm still loving your mukbangs no matter what. Jasmine y'all need to go over there and subscribe to her too because she be traveling everywhere doing different mukbangs. Every day she's somewhere else eating, doing her food mukbangs on the road, and they're quite interesting. Thank you, official. So I'll go ahead and move you because I know you're not trying to do no little moderating. Thank you. I hope everybody got his thing. I'm gonna let it stay a little longer towards almost the end of the show. I want y'all to go ahead. Y'all let it stay a little longer to go ahead and subscribe to him. But that's all right, baby. You didn't know that.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I got them. They keep coming in here. That's exactly what I'm saying, Jasmine. I appreciate you watching out for me. I do. But y'all also, Jasmine, drop your stuff too. But everybody probably already know Jasmine, huh?
I know Jasmine.
Yeah, everybody know Jasmine. Good morning, one and only.
Hey, good morning. I've never been on here before. I understand you checking out patrols. I was trying to see how do I type on here. It doesn't have a thing where you can actually respond except in a private chat thing. And then I heard you say that you weren't checking a private thing, so I had to get off here and go back on YouTube. But yeah, I'm real. I'm not a troll. I can't stand trolls.
I
So
know, girl, because they come on here and try to just change stuff up.
I know.
Oh, girl, I had the most.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's what I just finished. I had the most problem with them the other day back there, and I'm not the one that usually read a private chat. But what do you mean you couldn't comment on your phone because when I came on live,
the regular it has the private and then it has the live chat, but when I was trying to look for the part where you could actually type and respond in the chat, I don't have it on my phone. I don't know. That's why I just left off of here and went on YouTube and just told you it was me because I don't see it where I can actually type and let you know that it's me. I think you can only just view the live to see what people are saying in the chat instead of actually responding.
because yesterday I came on my YouTube, did a little live, let everybody know that while I was deleting the test things, and I couldn't type. I can read, but I couldn't type nothing to the people. I think I heard the sound too, y'all. Let me see. But how you doing? And go ahead, speak your mind, whatever you want to talk about, baby girl.
I wanted to talk about the young lady that died in the river. My first question is the man-made rivers. Do they have whirlpools in them? Do anybody know? Like a regular lake has
I don't know.
whirlpools?
Thank you, Jasmine. You're a
Because
sweetheart.
my brother died in the lake, and that's how he wound up passing away. He got caught in a whirlpool, but luckily my older brother was with him and was able to go back and report. I've heard that she had her baby with her, so of course he don't know what to do but just sit there and wait on mommy to come, which she never showed back up. But that's what I want to know. Do they have whirlpools in man-made lakes? Because that could be also an option, or her foot got caught on something. Because by people saying that she's bipolar, that's another thing that triggered me because my cousin was killed, but they actually in the beginning wrote it off as her committing suicide because she was bipolar. But come to find out, it was one detective that just kept saying something wasn't right about the story. And thank God for him that he kept looking into it, and come to find out her boyfriend actually killed her. So by the young lady being bipolar, I'm thinking like a lot of people are leaning towards she just killed herself and just leaving it at that, which is kind of hard to believe, huh?
I'm sorry, baby. I thought you, because it's a delay. I apologize. They did say it was currents in there and undercurrents. They did say that, and they said that the debris, by it being a man-made lake, it has so many trees and it's so dense in the water. And I agree with you. They do like to write people off as suicide a lot of times. My friend, when I was in college, the same thing happened to her, but the thing was her boyfriend murdered her. Yeah. After her parents insisted on them investigating, then they found out she was murdered. They always, just like the young man who they just found hanging from the tree in California, they say that he hung himself, but evidence don't point to that. So, I don't know. I hate that they do that, just play suicide as the first cause of death instead of really investigating.
Okay, because now official D spy, I agree with you. Yes, I hope they don't try to make it about her mental. I think it was me too. But since they know, okay, first of all, people assuming already know that she's bipolar, whatever they say, right? So of course they're gonna say it was. I don't think she took her son out there to do that. I'm with you, official D spot, but that's what they're gonna start saying. So.
And I do want to say one other thing real quickly. She quoted an Eminem song before she went out on the lake, just the two of us, which Will Smith and several people have made. And in that video, if you look at Eminem's video, a man and his son goes out to the lake and they commit suicide, and he commits suicide with his son. So now they're trying to link that to her as well. So
Also, the older people, when things like that happen, and the older people back in the day, I remember my mother and my grandmother they used to say death was calling, and it's like just like this young man I knew, he just had to go back home. His mama, his daddy, everybody was telling him, you don't need to go back there. He was from New Orleans, and it was after Katrina and all this other stuff. And he just, for some strange reason, he just had to go back. Like something was calling his name to go back out to New Orleans. He didn't have any business or anything, just wanted to hang out. Even his daddy, right before they left out of the driveway, ran out to the car, back out to the car, just told his son, don't go. And his son looked at him, laughed, say, I'm gonna be right back, Dad. And that night he wound up getting killed on the corner. And I remember telling my mama that, and my mama said death was calling him. And see, a lot of people don't go by the old sayings anymore, but that's usually, when things like that happen, they used to say death was calling. That means you can't, it's the inedible, like it's going to happen. So it's like a lot of things, like a lot of people are going to do these conspiracy theories or whatever else, but I just think, but as far as her not wearing the life jacket, by her and her son, if that's a trip that they've made before, or that's their little thing, I think she was just confident that, hey, I can swim. I've done this before. Nothing's going to happen. It's just me and my baby. But she made sure the baby had the life jacket. A person that's trying to kill themselves and someone else is not going to make sure the baby has the life jacket on.
That's what I was going to say. That's why I left this comment up here that Right to Behold just put up there. I agree. I think it was an accident. People need to remember to wear life vests. I feel like if she really wanted to commit suicide, and most ladies would think, I don't want to leave my child in the road by itself or whatever.
Exactly.
I don't think she would have put a life jacket, not even on the baby. So,
if it's just the two of them, a mother that loves their child and they feel it's just their child and this just them against the world, they're going to do everything to protect their child. They're going to do everything to keep themselves together, because they know if they're not 100, they can't give it to their child. And they know that if I leave this world, something happens to me, what's going to happen to my child? My child is going to be thrown in the system or whatever else. And this just doesn't sound right to me. Like the messages that I'm hearing people saying, like, like I said, a lot of these conspiracy theories, oh, well, she did this and she did that. Yeah, it's something to look into, but also you have to think about why is she putting these things out. And for her to do all that, this says that she loved her child very much. I don't think she would just just kill herself like that, because where's her child going to go?
Exactly.
And also, I want to say one other thing she did do. I think it's how the media is putting the spin on it. She parked crazy in the parking lot when she pulled up to the lake. It was literally nobody there. I mean, literally nobody there. I don't even remember it being another car in the parking lot. So that's what they're saying. Look, was she discombobulated? She parked crazy. She only put a vest on her son. The media is putting a spin on a suicide story to me. And because that's what they want you to believe and think. But I honestly think, like everyone else, I don't believe if she wanted to commit suicide, why would that baby have a life vest?
A life jacket. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So no, I'm thinking it was an accident.
She didn't have it on herself. And I want to say, I'm so sorry you told the story about your brother passing by drowning. I'm so sorry for your loss. I've lost a brother also, so I know how it feels, the feeling of losing a sibling. And, it's just sad, that people are trying to spin this like that. So I don't know. I think she did have mental issues. Some of the things she has done in the past are questionable. So we can't just alienate those things. But from my understanding, I don't believe she went out there to
I
kill
don't
her.
either. I don't either. But of course, the media and everybody's gonna bring that up. I mean, whenever somebody passed, and by the way, my heart goes out to your brother. I don't want move
Thank
on.
you.
It really does. But whenever somebody passed, no matter how they passed, suicide, killed, whatever, for some reason the media always tend to dig up the worst stuff. Now you want to bring up the worst stuff because the lady had a so-called mental illness. Then when somebody get killed, then they want to bring up the background, the past. I mean, can they die in peace? Can they rest in peace? It's always going to be something. But like I said, no, she would have never put a life jacket on her son. She probably would have just immediately got in there and did what they had to do, and that's all to it. So it may have been some currents. That is a good question. I don't know. Sometimes there's currents because it seemed like every year here in California, and I thank God in here this year, 4th of July, somebody always drowning at the Sacramento River. There's always an accident, but I didn't hear that this year. So that was a good thing. You know.
Also, I also want to speak on the Will and Jada thing. When it
Okay.
first came out, everybody was like so shocked or whatever. I'm like, these people been having an open marriage and they've been open about their open marriage. It's just like nobody really came out and talked about, oh, I actually slept with Jada or I actually slept with Will. I haven't heard anybody come out and actually say that. Now somebody's actually coming out and everybody's acting like this is just a new thing or whatever else. And there's nothing new about this. Honestly, I think all three of them shared the bed. That's what I think.
I do too. And I do too. Because no way they could have been together. How many years did she say it was 4 or 5 years they were together? And Will, it's gonna start coming out about who he was with too as well. I can't wait, y'all. It's gonna be an
I
ongoing
can't
thing.
wait too. I think all three of them then share the bed, but of course the guy's going to say, "Oh no, I was just with Jada," and whatever else. No, I think all three of them at some point in time throughout the years, all of them, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Jada was just laying there looking at them too. That's what I think. I always thought it was a weird little thing going on because you remember when they first got married, he moved. I think was one of the children's mother or the children's mother. He moved her in a house in the back. And I said, then I was like, oh yeah, he's screwing her.
But then, that's his oldest son. Now, but then if he did that, it must have been way before his first wife got remarried because they all were close friends. I remember they all was, I think that was Oprah Winfrey show. They was talking about how the blended family works good together. And it was her and her husband. Then the oldest son,
She lived in the house in the back of Will
wow.
and Jada. She lived. I remember that story, and I always thought that was weird. That was before they came out with the open marriage thing. And
Oh,
they
okay.
was trying to make like, oh, they had one big happy family, and people were asking them like, how do you make this work? Because usually when you hear about baby mamas and new wives or new husbands and baby daddies, they're fighting. But they were acting like, oh, this was old kumbaya. They get along. They're grown. Like she actually lives behind us, and they're one big happy family. Then all of a
Right.
sudden, a few years later, it came out that they have an open marriage. But from that point, I was like, no, he's still screwing the baby mama back there. I always thought
And
something was weird about
Sharika's
this.
fine,
And
baby.
then
This baby mama's fine. She's a beautiful lady.
Yeah, she is.
yes,
She is. They were on the show and they was all together as a blended family. That was back in
but
the day. It was an Oprah Winfrey show. That's what I remember about that.
this
And
was
I was
before
thinking,
she got
okay,
married.
yeah,
To the
okay,
pastor. Yeah, she married a pastor,
yeah.
football player. But what I'm gonna say is this: I didn't like how Jada and Will downplayed it and laughed and goofed and joked. It wasn't funny because clearly that situation affected August. They knew August had issues when they got with him. So I feel like she took a broken young man who was just broken. He lost his sister, he lost his brother, he lost his mother. Eventually, he had custody of his sister's kids. And you got with this young man who was broken, and you get up here and talk about you were involved in an entanglement.
Wow.
It was just see how she sat there and degraded him. Kind of in an interview. If you look at it, yes, she was admitting everybody's she admitted what she did, but it was a mockery to me also because that young man was clearly had issues going on, and people who don't know would know that August, he was popping pills, he was drinking, he was really messed up at one time, and I do believe he has lupus. or I can't recall what disease he has. So I personally didn't like the way she came on and they were laughing and joking about it, because that relationship really affected that young man. But what I am glad that he was the one who got away from it, because it was toxic for him.
Yes, it
But
was.
Just
that
And I wonder what brought what. Okay, they say he had a breakdown allegedly, right? Og had a breakdown allegedly, right? So I wonder why
he
did
had
they throw him away? I'm trying to figure out too. Did somebody already answer that and it went over my head? What was the breakdown to make him finally come out? That's what I was saying, because I don't remember them saying that. What was the breakdown?
But can y'all imagine just by this little story here? See, I didn't watch the interview, so I can't speak on it because it's something about Jada I do not like. She takes me as a person that she wants people to she wants to be the person that knows I don't, it's just something about, I can't explain, it's something about her. I just like, ugh, she turns me off. But just imagine how many people have been through in and out of their bedroom and they've treated like this and they never said anything about it.
Well,
So I'm
official
like
D
Miss
spot is
Bless.
saying
I
something I
can't
didn't
wait.
know about. And if you're talking, it's this the computer. Everybody knows got a delay too. So if it sounds like I'm cutting you off, I'm not. Okay. But official D spot is saying, and let's not forget, he came to the house as a friend of Jaden. See, I didn't know that.
he was
Oh,
23 years old. He was a baby.
Wow.
so that's
She
just like,
was
isn't that like the same age as like one of her children or something?
yes,
Or
yes. When
oh,
she
she ought
was
to be ashamed of herself.
to sit up there and be laughing and joking, it wasn't funny to me, because you sat there and preyed on a young man mental state. To me, yes, he was going through a lot, and the thing
Oh,
is,
wow.
he murdered, you know, his sister died. I forgot what she died from. And they took him in, and she said her ability like to help, like he's a stray dog, a cat. I like to help people. I like to really help people.
And
No,
you know what? If this was a man and female, if the roles was reversed, they would say he was preying. I mean, the man was preying on the woman, and he knew that
yes,
she had mental issues. So it's the same thing.
Wow.
You groomed that young man, and that's their angle right there. I'm glad you said that. I like to take people in and help them. No, you
Mhm.
don't. You like to take
Oh,
people in that
sorry.
have problems. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
You like
okay.
to
Good
take
morning,
people
right to be
in.
told. Slash afternoon, 8:25 here, 11:25 while y'all at, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you had clicked in without verifying me.
No, I just had a feeling with you. For some reason in my spirit that was you. I didn't even do it with you. I've been doing everybody else. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
sorry.
why.
I'm sorry, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Hello, good morning.
we're still
Hey.
talking. Yes.
I
Huh?
was
Yeah,
I was I was gonna I was gonna say exactly what Simone say. I confirm. I agree 100% because he August met Jada at Will and no, at a Jaden and Willow concert. So he was fans of theirs. I don't know about being friends. He was fans of theirs, and she met him at a concert. And she said it happened years ago. He's only 27. So, and then she said they
Wow.
met on 4.5 years ago. So we doing the math. That's 23. And if you're saying the relationship ended years ago, how long did y'all as a family love on him, like she says, before you started sleeping with him? And then you got back with Will. I'm thinking their relationship probably only lasted a year, but that's kind of detrimental to someone who has so many breakdowns and traumatic things going on in his life. So I agree. She was definitely preyed on him, and she preyed on him in the most selfish way because she wanted to feel better.
Wow.
but do you think this was honestly a period where her and Will was broken up? So why would you even bring that up when everyone knows you have an open marriage? So it really wouldn't matter if you all was broken up or not. Like, why
Yeah.
would you even say that?
Well, the reason why she said it, you should watch it. You should watch the video.
Oh, I
Because
can't stand that
I
woman.
don't like anything about Jada. I never watch her.
Ugh,
I only watched her yesterday because the video is only 12 minutes long. But
okay.
yeah, it's very short. But she says in the video that the reason why she told the story this way was because she and Will broke up and she wanted to clear it up that August didn't have to ask Will's permission to be with her because they weren't together anyways. That's the only reason why she brought up the fact that they were broken up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't think that was the appropriate time for her to want to stand on her, you know, hey, I'm a woman, hear me roar moment, but whatever. She said that no one can give permission to be with her in that way. And, you know, it was really no need for him. I don't think he really went to Will to ask him, can I be with your wife? More so is, look how I was introduced to your family. And now it's, you know, now our relationship is changing. But yeah.
That is the strangest little couple. I can't understand anybody sharing their beds. That's a no-no for me. What's the point of getting married if we're going to have an open relationship? I don't understand that. But at one time, a lot of people was going for it. At one time, a lot of people, I know some of my friends were even like, yeah, we have an open relationship. He does. I'm like, how? How can you share your bed with someone else? I can't see it.
Wow. Now, would I be wrong if I was to say, I shouldn't say that because I don't drag kids, but at one point, I did think that the son was dressing or acting kind of weird, and could that have been the problem? Because D-Spot said that they came to the house, it was really his friend, and then somebody said behind that, if I'm not mistaken right now, that's probably what had him acting like that. I'm not dragging him, but did anybody else even see it that way? Now, this was years ago when he started coming out as a teenager with all the different color hair, all the mod clothes. And even back then, I thought something weird was going on. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he modeled for Vogue as a female.
Wow.
And that's
Okay.
what I think that's the main reason why I don't like Jada. It's like you try to give advice and trying to do the table talk thing to talk about things. And the only thing I keep drifting back to is your kids are weird as I don't know what. It's like you don't have your own household together, but you're trying to tell other people stuff. That's what I don't like about her. That's
So
the
I'm not
thing.
the
And I'm
only
like,
one think
how?
that then. So good. I'm
No, he
not the
was
only one
weird.
think that I thought something was weird going on even
No,
then with the child. Okay, good, because I
no,
didn't want it to sound like I'm talking about nobody's kids. You know what I'm saying?
no, you
It
weren't
was
the only one because I didn't like, and I said this on Nika channel when we were on the panel. I could never watch that Red Table Talk show. I find it very, and for some reason, I don't find it to be a genuine show. And then she sits there with her little young daughter on there talking about things to me that an 18-year-old should not be discussing at all. When she said her grandma gave her the best advice and told her to masturbate when she was a kid.
wow.
Now I thought that was the
Ooh,
most
Dana, you going down for this one. You going to hell for that one.
Who
Dana,
advises their child to
girl.
do that?
But yes, she was saying that her grandmother gave her the best advice and told her to masturbate. And I'm sitting up there like, wow, you're saying this in front of your little 17, 18-year-old daughter. Like, you know, I guess me and my mama and daddy didn't have these type of conversations growing up. My parents were liberal, but they weren't that damn liberal. We couldn't just talk about anything in front of them, you know. And then the daughter came out there and said that she is a very sexual person and she wants more than one partner.
Hi,
and I was
everyone.
like,
Hello,
it's just
Good morning,
Hey,
Mr.
Mr.
Zorro.
Zorro.
Good morning.
and I just said this show right here is ridiculous. I can't watch this mess. No.
So what's
I'm not that
Y'all talking about Will and Jada?
Yeah, girl, everybody
Yes.
giving their opinion on that. I know everybody.
I ain't studying Will or Jada because they in Hollywood. Y'all should already know how Hollywood run their game, how they do their game. They children is weird because that's how Hollywood is. All their children in Hollywood of these stars, kids are weird as hell. It ain't just Will and Jada. That's how it goes in Hollywood. I feel like this whole thing with Will and Jada and Asta Asina is a big distraction because I don't know if you guys know. That's why I've been missing on these little YouTube streets for a day or two. Because y'all know, do any of y'all remember the company called Wayfair?
Yes,
Wayfair,
girl.
I got just a tune.
Yes.
Okay.
I was reading about that
Keep
yesterday.
game.
I was reading about it yesterday.
Yes, I
Do
heard
y'all
about
see?
that.
Y'all
Yep.
see what's going on here? Do y'all see? To me, it's a distraction.
Oh, and I got some things in my Wayfair basket too.
Information is the distraction. They are sex trafficking kids through that website.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mine, I could answer.
Yeah, I did.
Will and Jada been swinging. Will and Jada been cheating on each other. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
And for the Austin
let's talk
Alsina,
about.
he knew what he was doing when he got with her. We gonna
Yeah.
hold these females accountable when they mess with married men. We need to hold these men accountable when they mess with married women. He knew what he was doing when he got that lady. What he thought was Jada was gonna leave her husband for him. There's no way that you thought that. Sometimes it does happen like that, but that's just TV. I don't know why people be thinking that, you cheat on your husband, you gonna end up leaving your husband. 9 times out of 10, that's not even happening. If the husband and wife ain't already divorced each other and moved the hell on. You feel me?
Age too, though. He was young. I agree with what you're saying, but at 21, 22, 23, you not all he into is that cougar puss. Let's be honest. She teaching him things that he ain't never learned.
That's true, Lady Detroit. That's true. But it's no different from girls who date older men. But it's no different from girls who date older men. Some people like older people.
I would put him in the same boat as women who date older men if those older women had a lot of definite family, didn't grow up with their parent like they were supposed to, ended up having an autoimmune disease, they put you on drugs, they got you addicted to the drugs, and then you meet a family who's supposed to be helping you out with social services and help you all these things. So now you become codependent on this family, and then you get preyed upon by that older man. Yeah, I would put him in the same boat then. But if he's of sound mind and body and just gets caught up by the smell of cooch, that's different than him having all of these issues and looking for a safe place. And that's how she
but see, that's the thing though. You guys are more focused on because he was going through all these things and because he didn't have nobody there for him, you guys minimizing his role into the whole situation. Now let's turn this around. Now let's say it was Will and she was a young girl. Would y'all be saying the same exact same thing if it was the roles were reversed? To me, he still knew what he was doing. I still was young at that time, but we are all grown once we hit that age. We are all grown. Once we 18 years old, we are all grown. That's why we put on this earth to make our own decisions once we hit 18. That don't mean that our brain is developed and is grown yet. But at the end of the day, we have to make mistakes and go through things in order for us to understand why we did those things and learn from those things. He knew that he had these health issues going on. He knew that he was dealing with a whole lot. So why would you get yourself involved into a married woman that you knew? Just because her and Will was separated at the time, that does not mean that they was divorced.
Because
they
he was young, Miss
separated. So they still was married. But y'all keep saying because he was young. That's just like him going out and committing murder. And y'all say
his mind still wasn't mature. I mean, I spoke to my kids.
He's in the blame with it too. It's not just Jada.
No,
it's not just Jada.
I can't agree with that. I don't care if it was 18, considered grown, whatever. His mind was still immature. He was excited over an elder woman. You know,
and he was on drugs.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we can't say because he was grown and no, the boy was
he was a 23-year-old raising all of a sudden.
But his mind still wasn't mature enough. Can you?
Who died?
I mean, come on now, older woman getting a young boy like that. You see how excited they be? You excited?
I do agree to a certain extent.
Me would be excited over an elder man that can show me something, and vice versa. My parents, my older sisters explained to me, but I had experience on my own. But things still excited me. And then he went through all these problems with his family. He was gone.
What vulnerable spot was Jada in her 40s?
If y'all, just because she's 40 years old does not mean that she wasn't going through nothing. She said, if y'all listen to her red table talk, she said that she was in a lot of pain and going through a whole lot too. And Will said, yes, we both were in a lot of pain and dealing with a whole lot at that time.
I don't believe Will. I think
my thing is,
I was trying to come on her bullshit. I don't believe Will at all.
Well, see, that's the thing. Y'all want to see him and y'all want to make him out to be a freaking baby. He's still a grown man and knew what he was doing.
Let me put it on mute. Everybody talking at the same time. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning.
I think
you got rid of Mimi.
No, I thought it just bad. Good morning, Mimi. Sorry, baby.
Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Troy. Pizarro, right to the toe.
Good morning.
Who's that up there?
Hey, boo.
Lady Detroit and the one and only.
Oh, hey, the one and only. How you doing?
Hey, sweet. How you doing?
And say, I agree with Pizarro. Us black women, we had this thing where we love to make excuses for black men. Y'all act like Alcina was 17, 18 years old. He was a grown man. Yeah, he was sick and he was going through things. And I feel like she helped him through that. But August Alsina know exactly what he was getting himself into. He knew that this woman was attached to Will Smith. He knew what type of that relationship they had. They had children that were grown, for God's sakes. They've been together for decades. August Alsina is not a victim in this, in my opinion. And then also, I feel like it's very convenient that August Alsina was doing the rollout for his album before he did this interview and outed this whole situation.
Oh
First
no,
of
I
all,
said the same thing.
we
Mm-hmm.
already knew that y'all were dating. August Alsina did not come and do this because he was heartbroken and hurt.
Right.
August Alsina did this for the rollout of his album, and I
No, I
think
agree
it's
with
sick
that.
that I think it's sick that Jada Pinkett is getting so much. She's getting so much heat for a platonic relationship that happened between two adults. I don't understand why the black woman is always getting blamed while the black man gets a pass. Jada Pinkett did not take advantage of that boy. Jada Pinkett did not do nothing but try to help him through a situation and get him some good cooch. And August Alsina lost his damn mind. And then August, I don't even think he really lost his mind. I think August Alsina used this situation for a rollout for his album, because there is no coincidence that his album was coming out the same week that he caused all this commotion. And nobody is thinking about the Smith children and all the bullshit that this man came up here and caused just to promote his album. I feel
Now
like
that part
August
I do
Alsina
agree with.
is
Yeah,
I
I
had to
do
come
I
off.
agree
agree.
with that
I had to
part
put my
too.
customer on hold and come back.
and you have to think of it too. He started
I
off
had to
as
put my
dating
customer on hold and call
Now
back.
put the
Because,
customer on hold.
yes, because I don't get off for another hour. But I
Okay.
don't think I think Will's guilty, Jada's guilty, August is guilty.
All
Everybody
of
is
you.
fucking guilty. Excuse me, because they're all
Exactly.
adults. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were getting into. I do think Jada was in a vulnerable
Exactly.
situation only because of what her and Will, what they won't talk about. The unspoken part. Why my hair standing up? The unspoken part of what they
Right.
won't,
She
what
could have
they
been
won't
going
speak
through
about.
something
When
too.
she says, "Will, you done me dirty," and when he like, "I'm gonna get back at you," she's like, "Oh no, you done enough." We need to know what the hell
Yes,
all of that
Will
was
was
going.
cheated on her. They had pictures of Will back
Baby,
in the
Will
days
been
when he was
around here
with a
fucking
younger
men.
girl from another country. Will been cheating her. They both been cheating on each other, child.
But
They
Will
just
ain't
not
just in the
leaving
lady
each
pond.
other.
Will is
Don't
messing
forget
with
that.
men. You ain't gonna tell me that
We
he's
gonna
Yeah,
not.
get
Will,
Everybody in
Will
that
go
house.
both
Oh,
of them.
child,
Will is
you already
bisexual.
know.
We've been
That's
knowing
why they
that.
say. But that's why they say Will and Jada both was messing with August Alsina though.
And it
So
makes more
y'all
sense
don't
why they
think
keep.
that August, whatever his name is, had a level of immaturity, and that because I'm thinking that also played in the part of all other problem he had on with this elder woman.
I won't insult his intelligence because that man is very smart.
But
Okay.
Y'all are acting like August Alsina was a teenager. August Alsina not that young. He's not that young. August Alsina damn near my age. He ain't that damn
Oh, okay.
young. He's not
Watch the
that
documentary.
immature.
Watch the
But you
August
August
talking
Alsina
about
Alsina
when
is
they
a
documentary.
got
grown
together,
ass
meaning
man,
they
and this
were.
man
I'm just
used this. I feel like he's more at fault because he used this situation for his album, and I think that is disgusting because he did not think about
exactly
the
TikTok.
Smith children. He did not.
I agree with that.
He just
But I am
caused
gonna
all this
say as
commotion.
someone
Him and Jada have been split. Him and Jada been split up. Why did he choose now when this album came out to be so disappointed and so upset in Jada when they been split up? Why
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
say
come out
this,
and talk about it then if you were so heartbroken and it ruined your life?
he did though. This
No,
is
he
not
used
new.
this as a rollout for his album, and I think that's disgusting.
I just
If you
think
went stuck
everybody
because
is
that was your
just wants
soulmate,
Will and Jada to, get a divorce. But Will and Jada said they're not going anywhere. They
No,
love
they
each
ain't
other
gonna
and
never
they both
divorce.
been knew all about it. And I feel like they need to stop trying to break up their marriage because both of them already knew this. I'm just trying to figure out why everybody think that he did not know. He
man.
knew
But we
what was
ain't gonna
going
sit here.
on,
We
and
ain't gonna
Jada
sit
knew what
there.
was going on with him.
If Will
We not
didn't
gonna
know,
sit
he
here and
wouldn't be
act
in
like
so many
Will.
damn
We
pictures
ain't gonna act
smiling
like
face to
Will
face,
ain't
cheek
been
to
out
cheek
here
with August
fucking these.
Alsina, calling him
Exactly.
Og and all that. The
Exactly.
kids and
And I
pictures
was
and
gonna say
everything.
that. And I just want to say, when you were saying
But
the
we ain't
situation
gonna.
would be worse if it was a woman, no, it wasn't, because I was 19 years old and my first husband was 10 years older than me, and he played a lot of games and he did a lot of things that caused me to understand how August Alsina feels. I can actually speak on that subject. That You was need my to get it life. life,
You need to
girl. Oh,
go.
I'm
Wait a
sorry,
minute, wait a
Lady
minute. I gotta
Detroit.
get okay. Thank you, Phenomenal, for getting that troll out of here.
What
Thank
happened,
you.
baby?
You was quick. Go ahead, y'all.
What happened?
No, that's
Carl?
right.
But I can't
Phenomenal
even
good
call her a
character. Keep
troll
going.
because she's been in my
Oh,
text
somebody has
before.
said we
But
need to get a life. You
That's
need
all
to get
right.
a life.
Phenomenal got rid of them, y'all. Just keep going. They're trying to change our copycat.
Okay.
Just keep going. Just ignore them.
So I'm just saying, when you said that, Miss
Well,
Pizarro, I
fuck
can
you,
honestly
Jamila.
say your mind is not there. Your mind is not mature. My husband used to play. I got married at 21. My husband used to play so many games with me. Yes, when I got a little bit older and started realizing and started seeing that this is some BS, I got strong. But when I was young, I can honestly say, so I can say that women mature sooner than men. So I can't say at 23 years old how that boy was thinking. Y'all saying he grown, but we don't know where his mental stability was at. We don't know what she was saying to him. They say good things when they got your young ass hooked. My husband would do all types of shit and say something to me, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. Knowing damn well in my heart of hearts, this
I
motherfucker is lying. You know, so I can't sit there and say that. I'm
understand
just gonna speak from my perspective. And I can honestly say,
Well,
because when Ms. Pizarro said the situation was reversed, it was reversed in my case. Because my husband was 10 years older than me.
well, I understand
So,
that I dated somebody older than me. I've been manipulated and all that, but I would have all these feelings for August Alsina had August Alsina came out and talked about this when they broke up. If he didn't
right,
come out and
okay.
talk about it just to promote the album, and that right there tells me that it ain't shit wrong with August Alsina. August Alsina ain't heartbroken or nothing. August Alsina came out and did all this to be salacious to push his album. So all of
I
that
do
is
agree
on
with you.
point
I do
to
agree
me
with you that he is
because
bitter right now. But he did speak about it when it happened. When they first broke up, he did speak about it.
He
no,
sure
he didn't.
did.
He
He
didn't.
wrote a whole song
He
about it, and
never spoke about this
he published
himself.
all of
He
her
never. This
text messages. He did speak about it before.
this
And I
this
agree
song
with
he
you that
did
he is
about it is
promoting
a part of
himself
his
again.
album.
I agree he's promoting himself again, but he did speak about it before.
He never spoke about Jada in depth like that.
He published
No,
all of their text
the song
messages.
that you are talking about, the song you are talking about is a part of this album. This just happened. He has not spoke about Jada in depth like that. No, he haven't. He never confirmed their
When did he
relationship or
publish
nothing.
those
He
text
just
messages?
them text messages is a part of his album. That's the first song for the rollout for his album. That was just
Oh,
recent.
okay,
That was like a
okay.
couple of days prior to the interview. So no, he hasn't been
But
spoke on
Mimi,
this.
did he go on and talk to Angela Yee about a year and a half, 2 years ago about this?
No, he talked to Angela Yee recently. That just happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
I
just
could have
happened.
sworn I thought it was
That
a
wasn't
year
no
ago.
old interview.
No, that
That
just
was
happened.
not no old interview.
Okay,
That
because I
just
remember
happened.
him
That
talking
wasn't no
about
old
it
interview.
because he put Corinne or something. He
Him
made a
doing,
post
and then you
shading
brought up, and
her.
then I want to say another thing. You brought up those text messages. That is the biggest punk pussy shit I ever seen in my life. I do not like it when men expose women. I think that's whack. For you to put up private, you know those private messages he put up was a part of a visual for one of his songs, right? You do realize that, right? Those private messages weren't just posted. Hey, let me prove a point.
Okay,
Those private messages were part of a video.
I agree with you, but I looked it up, and Nanya,
He's full
the
of
video,
shit.
the song he did about Jada came out last August. So no, he did talk about this before.
He did a song about her, but he never said her name. He never went into depth. He did a song, and it was alluding to
He
him
said
talking about her.
Corinne, and everybody knew he was talking about
No, the
her.
text,
Her
no,
name is
no, yeah,
Jada
but
Corinne,
look,
whatever.
the text messages, that was the visual for that song. He just put that out recently. Those text messages, and furthermore, who the fuck do we know who Corinne is? Nobody knew who Corinne was because nobody was talking about it. If he did that a year ago, who the fuck spoke about it? Nobody. Because
Well,
nobody knew who
that's
fuck
They
not
was
the
did
point.
talking.
speak
That's not
about
the
it.
point. That's not the point of when you actually paid attention. The point is he did speak about it before.
He did,
You
and
just
that was
didn't pay
over
No,
a year
attention.
ago.
that's
And
not speaking
TikTok
about
is
it.
right.
In
He
my
did.
opinion, that's not speaking about it. If I blatantly say there's a guy named Bob and he broke my heart, I ain't saying it was Will Smith. That's not speaking about it. Artists
Well,
put holes and shit
if
in
you
their
don't
songs
receive
all
the
the time,
information,
but it's
if you
cringy.
don't receive the information, that doesn't mean it wasn't said.
But that's not speaking about it to me. I don't agree
Well,
with that. That's
well,
not speaking.
he did say supposedly that Will and Jada was blackballing him to the point where he couldn't speak about it. Now I side-eyed that because he did speak on
That's
this situation back then. Remember, Mimi, he did say that they had a relationship, but Jada denied the relationship and just said that she was there for him. But he claimed they blackballed him. He couldn't say nothing, but he was speaking on it though.
Yeah.
My thing is, he ain't no victim in this. I'm sorry. The man wanted the woman, he wanted Jada to leave his husband for her, and that didn't happen the way that he wanted it to be. Because now he mad and upset like most females be when your man that you cheating with, just like with a lot of women, mess with these married men and then want the married man to leave his wife, knowing that the married man is not going to leave his wife to be with you. That's not going to happen. And he's still in his feelings and he hurt, especially when Will and Jada said the bad boys for life thing, where they said they're gonna be together forever.
With her friend Bless.
Huh? No,
I'm telling Phenomenal.
I'm telling Phenomenal, I'm gonna stay out this chat. I am so used to you guys. I am so used to moderating, y'all know. And I keep looking at the chat. I need to be listening to y'all.
Oh, I thought you were referring to something Billie Jean said. I was like, I think she talked to her friend.
I'm talking to Phenomenal. I think I accidentally got rid of somebody that's supposed to be new or whatever. But I think I was trying to do that because when somebody come on here in the past, I'm doing all my moderating for 4 or 5 people. When they say, where y'all from? Then I know right then they finna be a troll. But then I seen Phenomenal saying welcome or thank you or something. I wonder was, I don't know. So I'm gonna kick out the chat and continue with the commentary, y'all. I was talking to Phenomenal.
I thought they asked the location because they were trying to say that we didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying, stuff different in different areas. But marriages and relationships is the same across the damn globe.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing Phenomenal if that was a mistake. I'm staying out the chat. I got moderated. I'm staying out the chat. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay,
I feel like he need to get over it and let her go. Because Will and Jada is not going anywhere, and they already said it on the tabletop.
I agree
that they're not going anywhere. He said he loved his wife. She said she loves her husband, and she was just in an entanglement with him. And I think that entanglement is what pissed him off, which is why he went off on Keke Palmer and got mad. Talking about she mad because he curved her. But the truth is, she curved him and didn't want him herself, because people could tell of how he is and how he move. How you gonna go off on Keke Palmer, but you didn't have this energy for none of the male celebrities who was dragging you and going off on you and throwing shade at you? But you come for the black woman though. You come for the black woman.
No, he came for Keke because he felt her platform not strong enough to hold it down like Will and Jada's. Let's be real.
Well, he got a real awakening on Black Twitter because they ate his ass up on Black Twitter.
He came off like a bitch for that. That was very bitch-like.
We like Keke.
Yeah, it was because everybody, it's not just Keke spoke, everybody spoke on this relationship, and he talking about he felt some type of way. You can't feel some type of way because you should never told nobody this, and nobody would have no opinions on what is going on. But since you done told this, and now Jada and Will got to address this, you the reason why everybody is speaking on it. It's not just Keke Palmer. All the celebrities is speaking on this shit. They even dragged Will and said Will was being weak, and Will ain't a real man because how he gonna let another man come and get his wife and all this other stuff.
Keke didn't say nothing even bad though. That's the part that's crazy. What she said was so minor.
She didn't say
anything to him. All she said was she didn't even say anything to him. She said that no, he was not my man. She told whoever was talking to her to stop reaching. And then here he comes swinging. Like, sit your hurt self down, man.
That's the thing. He still hurt over Jada and realized that Jada is not leaving her husband to be with him.
Well,
and that's just the problem.
And I told y'all that the other day, no matter what goes on in a marriage, no matter what, a man and a woman, like in them, I gave you an example, would never divorce their wife. I don't care what's going on. I told y'all I knew somebody with 10 years that was married, but that man is not going to leave his wife no matter what. So Jada and Will is never going to divorce them, and they practically said.
Well, I can't never say never because I never thought that my queen Wendy Williams would leave Kevin, and she fucking packed her shit and finally left. So it's a fine line. It takes a certain situation for Wendy. It was a baby.
Oh my God!
I don't think we should compare that situation.
I'm only talking about the fact that he held him down because for years Wendy knew this shit was going on and she would never say anything. That's all I mean.
Yeah, but you correct these spot. And my thing with it is everybody is like, well, Jada is wrong and Jada did this, Jada did that, but they failed to realize Will was cheating too. They both were cheating until
No.
they was able to get back in their space. They said to the point where they can be back in each other's space
They
and be
admitted
back
that
around
themselves.
each
Baby,
other again.
Will
They
been cheating
admitted
on
that
Jada.
themselves.
Will been fucking
And
men.
D-Spot, you right about Wendy, but that's the first. Because in real life, well, that's real life too, but you know what I'm saying, us regular folks, I never seen a man divorce their wife. You know, and they were the biggest cheaters. You know what I'm saying? But you right, Wendy the first.
My granddaddy divorced
Child,
my
y'all,
grandma.
that's what goes on in Hollywood, though. They all swingers. They all cheat and mess with each other. It's so
Yeah.
many,
Right.
so much
Jada
demonic
wasn't
stuff
supposed to
that be
fall in
having going
love.
on. Jada didn't fall in love, if you ask me. Jada just was there because she felt
Yeah.
sorry for him for his
August fell in
situation.
love.
August fell in love.
I felt like both of them
August
did. They
fell
were
in
both
love.
vulnerable. She
Like
now
somebody
let's
said
let's
earlier,
let's not
Jada just
forget
wanted some young stuff to but
August crushing
August fell in
pelvises.
love.
He out here crushing pelvises and shit. Jada wanted to
I
get
know,
on. She
I
wanted to feel
heard.
young again. Will won't give
Yeah.
her the
So I
attention,
got a
as they both
question.
admitted.
Can I
They
ask
were
y'all a
separated, doing
question?
their own
Can I
things.
ask y'all a
That's
August
question?
right.
came through, laid it down. He fell in love. I think she started catching feelings once she started showing signs of she trying to go for this. Will was like, "Oh, bitch, come back home." He snatched her by her little scout and brought her back home. And you gonna tell this man you ain't gonna be with him. Y'all
Well,
over.
Will wouldn't get a pass
But
if his business came out in
do
the
y'all
streets like
know
Jada's
that Will
did.
Smith?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, do y'all know Will Smith do got a girlfriend overseas though, right? Y'all do
He
know he
probably
has a
got 5
girlfriend
or 6
The
overseas.
girl Harley
girlfriends
He
Quinn.
and
does
men
know.
friends
The girl from
overseas.
what you call it? Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no tell you know he go
And then
both ways. He
also,
probably got
do
5
y'all
or 6.
think that August? I got a question. I got a question. Do y'all think that August and Will and Jada did a three-way? Because we all know that Will like men too.
I
Hmm.
That's
don't.
what I'm saying. They
Hmm.
probably did. And then D-Spot just said that maybe Jada saw falling in love. Will saw that, and then he had to, say, "Oh, y'all, we got a backstroke on this one." Yeah, they probably did.
I believe that. I believe that
They
Jada and
probably
August
did.
truly loved each other, which is why I think that this is whack to put that woman out there and put her whole family out there so that you can roll your album out. I think that's whack.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
all there is to it. I can't stand a nigga that gets mad, gets in his feelings, and then exposes. Like you trying to put this whole woman's family at risk when you knew what the fuck was going on when you start dating her. You was around her family. You was friends with her fucking child, for God's sakes. So if you was friends with the oldest little boy, Jaden Smith, you didn't give a damn about him either. How embarrassing is this probably to Jaden and Willow Smith, who I seen is cool with? How embarrassing is this to their entire family? And you did all this to roll your album out. I just think that's horrible. I don't feel like Jada is to blame for this. I feel like they were two consenting adults. I feel like things didn't go the way August felt that he wanted them to go because he wanted her to leave Will and be with her, which is which is very unrealistic. And he
Unrealistic.
threw a fucking
And he threw a fit. And with that
he
said,
threw
you
a
guys, I'm gonna drop my
so
link one more
I
time just
feel
in
like
case
all
somebody else
men are
wants to come
insulated.
on here. And boys, because I've been over here an hour and 17 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and make it all the way to the half an hour. So I'm gonna drop my link one more time just in case somebody else want to come on. And by the way, y'all, that was my niece.
Well, I'm gonna drop off.
What was that? Saying that. Wait
I'm
a
gonna
minute.
leave, but I just wanted to say
I'm gonna drop
that
off
if
too.
August asked me about,
Well, I
I was
enjoyed
about
you
to
so
say
guys
good.
this
Well,
morning.
shouts
I
out
was
to the
about to
stream
say
yard because you
good
can get 10
talking to
people
you,
now.
talking like
Mimi.
a little crybaby.
Everybody speak. I enjoyed
You said what,
everybody
baby?
on the panel this morning. I truly did.
I
I
can
wish
hear
I
you.
could stay longer, but see that phone call with my little niece again too. So I'll wait till she
Yes.
get her hair braided. I might go over there and wait and then
Y'all
bring her
have a
back
good
home with me.
afternoon.
Yeah,
Good
and
night.
I want
Goodbye,
everybody
Mimi.
enjoyed a Saturday. I really enjoyed everybody's opinion. At this spot, I'm finna move you. I forgot I had you for attempt. Anybody else want to promote somebody's pages or the pages? Please go ahead and do it right now. And before I go out. But thank you for coming over. I really appreciate all of y'all this morning. I really did. I enjoyed everybody's opinion, and I'm looking for more of this story to come out, y'all. It's gonna be more. We're gonna be writing, reporting, and giving our opinion on it. Believe that. I'm getting ready to dance on out of here. Miss Pizarro, you know I love you. I love all y'all, but Miss Pizarro always up here too. You too, Lady Detroit. Everybody love all y'all. Let me just stop. I just can't spare everybody today. Love you all. But let me get the little music and get ready to get on up out of here. I really do appreciate. Thank you for the cash app again. Thank you for the super chat, D. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. But I really must go. I really must go. I have to go. I hate to
Let
go.
me get back on here. I'm over here tripping.
Okay.
Okay. No, I was over here. I was over here talking to them in the chat, and I realized I'm not even under the right name. Anyways,
Wait a minute. What you mean you're not under right now?
I'm under my I can sew.
Oh, I don't know, but anyway, whatever name y'all enjoyed you.
That's why I was like, see, I just wrote you. I was like, see
Y'all
me?
get ready. Y'all see what Phenomenal said? Get ready to drop them diamonds, y'all. We finna dance out here. I finna do the spilly board on out
Bye,
here.
everybody. Bye, Simone.
Bye. Love you guys. Hey.
Have a
Thanks
good
for the likes that I did get.
everyone. Have
Hey,
a
y'all,
great
thanks for having
weekend.
me on.
Bye. Officially.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
D
July.
Spot. And let me see. Abby. Y'all know everybody from that channels I've been trying to promote. See, I need to write it down so I can remember. Okay? But don't forget about Abby. Oh, Bashful B still trying to make it there. Miss Tibalasi got her. It's somebody I keep forgetting, but when I come back on, I'll think of them again. Just I can't think of everything, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, I love you, Phenomenal. Thank you. Hello.